Hi everyone, I'm Nick Redding with Anti-Feministpraxis.com, and I'm here to talk about the Meetup System on our site. It's a message board that facilitates offline social gatherings between non-feminist people. Feminists prevent people from dissenting by many means, but one of their most powerful tactics is isolation. Anyone with the audacity to criticize or contradict feminism can expect to be viciously slandered. Consequently, many people give feminism their silent, obedient consent, despite knowing that it's completely poisonous. The feminist isolation tactic can be counteracted by setting up non-feminist communities. Once people clearly see that there is an alternate social scene that doesn't demand total obedience, the threat of rejection from a feminist indoctrinated community will lose much of its sting. Over the past few years, anti-feminist culture has flourished online, but if it doesn't expand beyond the internet, it will stagnate. Non-feminist people must begin to form real-world social infrastructure. When I started Men's Rights Edmonton in 2012, the whole idea was just to let other anti-feminists in Edmonton know that I was also in Edmonton and that I wanted to meet them. The activism ended in about 2015, but the people that I met then still have social get-togethers once or twice a month at a gathering we call PI, or Politically Incorrect Edmonton. Some of the people that occasionally show up are YouTubers like Alzael.
This here is the mayor of my city, Don Iverson. He's been the mayor here for too long. Just to give you some background, if you want to understand the man, just picture the most useless politician in the world crossed with an even more useless politician.
MIG Tau Dave.
Dave, so do you want to explain what MIG Tau is to Rebel?
Well, MIG Tau is a worldwide movement now. Social media can be thanked for that. What it is men have decided to no longer participate in relationships with women as a result of all the issues with family courts, false rape allegations, and all kinds of slander coming from feminists. For the most part, we're not going to say that we're anti-women. I know that we're often accused of that, but it's very unfortunate. That's not why we're here. We're just trying to protect ourselves. This is a reactionary movement. I guess maybe it takes bachelorism into more of an activist level, where we're absolutely not participating in relationships with women to stay away from all the problems that exist.
And I don't need feminism.
Welcome all to I Don't Need Feminism. This is going to be a channel I use to post anti-feminism videos, or I guess just general anti-leftism, social justice warrior bullshits.
And I just added everyday oppression to the email list. We put people on a mailing list to get invitations to PI.
I have food in me, and I have, I think, my third drink in. Because, you got to do these Q&A things while you're drunk. I guess that's just the rules of the game. Maybe just a bit tipsy. Welcome to the JC Show! Yay!
It's a purely social gathering and not at all an activist group. We don't plan activism at these meetings, we just hang out. That's it. Anyone is welcome to come out and join us, even feminists, if they so desire. And if you want to do such things yourself in your own in your own city or local region, you can go to antifeministpraxis.com and click on the non-feminist meetups link in the sidebar. That will take you to a portal which will take you to a very plain message board which is divided up by country first. So we have Canada, the US, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and the UK. If you go to the Canada section, you'll get a list of provinces and territories, and then you go to the Alberta section and you'll see my PI meetup, and it will tell you how to get in touch with me so that you can come and hang out with us. If you want to meet YouTuber Frozenbinary in Denver, Colorado.
Tea time with Alex.
Oh, is it tea time? Hang on. Oh, it is tea time. All right, fucking. All right, best get my ass back in the kitchen then. All right, get back in the kitchen, bitch. Ah. Okay, we're back now. All right, I got my cup of tea. Ooh, it's a bit hot, but I'm ready. All right, I'm prepared. Okay, let that cool off. Okay, and let's have at this. Let's see what this is about. Be an ally. You mean like Deus Volt and going fucking killing some Saracens. I'm on board with that.
First go to US meetups, then go to Colorado meetups, it's CO, and you'll find a listing called Denver meetups. It'll tell you how to get in touch with the ladylike Miss Maple. And if you want to meet the guys at Men's Rights Sydney, go to Australia meetups, NSW or New South Wales, and they'll have their listing there, and it just says right in the listing when and where they meet. You don't even have to contact them first. If you want, I would, I think it would be polite if you did, though. And if you want to host your own non-feminist meetups wherever you are, it's easy enough to make an account and announce one. And who knows, you could even go to your region and find that someone else has already got a note up on the board. So there's obviously a couple problems that'll come up with this, like feminists infiltrating the meetings. You might think I'm being paranoid, but feminists have infiltrated non-feminist meetups. There's the time a girl who blogs under the name Dark Horse Swore went and chatted with some non-feminists under false pretenses and then wrote a blog entry making everyone she spoke to look as bad as she possibly could. She took down the entry after Hannah Wallen wrote an entry on the Badgers blog, the Honey Badger blog, tearing a strip off of her, but it was archived. So her Dark Horse Swore's blog entry was archived. So I'll link to both DHS's hit piece and Hannah's response in the low bar. There was also the time a guy attended a Men's Rights Sydney meetup under false pretenses and wrote an article for Vice magazine titled, "I infiltrated a men's rights group." He did pretty much the same thing as Dark Horse Swore, and Bane made a video where he responded to that. I'll link to both Bane's video and the Vice hit piece in the low bar as well. Most recently, the UBC Free Speech Club met at a bar on December 17th, 2016, and a bunch of assholes from Antifa threw a little tantrum outside because they didn't want non-feminist people to be socializing with each other.
Come drink and talk with us. Why are you standing out here?
Have a conversation.
Have a conversation.
Have a dialogue.
We're not actually white supremacists,
I just came from an exam, right? And the exam ends at like 6:30 or some shit, right? And I rushed here, and I missed it.
I don't actually give a fuck about you. You're a joke. All of you are a fucking joke.
So, feminists will be showing up under false pretenses or trying to disrupt these things, and that's exactly why I keep saying that people should, for now, just make these events social mixers instead of activist clubs or groups. That way the feminists will have nothing to infiltrate, and if everyone is there just to socialize and have a good time, then friendships will emerge organically. You can't force friendship. You just have to give it an opportunity to happen, and these meetups are that opportunity. Also, if you're constantly on the lookout for infiltrators and things like that, you can end up getting trapped by your own paranoia. But if you stick to social meetups and letting friendships unfold organically, you don't have to be paranoid. Feminists are quite unable to entertain non-feminist opinions, and if you study what past infiltrators have written about their experiences and read Hannah's articles and watch Bane's video, it becomes clear that it's well beyond their capability to assume the role of someone who has rejected feminism long enough or well enough to form any sort of meaningful connection with anyone under that pretense. And it's exactly those types of connections that form the basis of a lasting community. So don't get paranoid about infiltrators at these things. Just go and have fun.
Sir, the Federation does have enemies. We must seek them out.
Oh, yes. That's how it starts. But the road from legitimate suspicion to rampant paranoia is very much shorter than we think.
But this approach screens out more than just feminist infiltrators. If you want to do activism with someone, you'll have to make sure that you and they are on the same page. Also, you don't want to be shipmates with a loose cannon. If you start a group, If you do start a group, then you are representing each other in the eyes of the public. So you want to know the character of the people that you're working with very well, because if they do some indiscreet thing under your shared name, that's just as bad, if not worse, than anything any feminist infiltrator can do. Over the past 4 or 5 years, feminism's popularity and credibility have dropped like a lead balloon, while anti-feminism has gone semi-mainstream. I predict that over the next couple of years, feminists will continue to wear themselves out and destroy their own reputation, and I say that non-feminist people should spend that time getting to know each other through the Meetup System and discussing what we want and how to get it on Anti-Feministpraxis.com. I'll be announcing new meetups on this channel as they appear on the message board. Thanks a lot and have a great day.